Hi friends, I'm Rebecca Barnes with Brides and Weddings Magazine, and we are here today with our friends Tang's Bridal and Alteration. Hi everybody, say hi to our readers.
Hi, good morning.
Hi Rebecca, good to see you again.
Good to see you. If you will introduce yourselves and let our readers know who you are and what you do at Tang's Bridal.
Sure, my name is Kenny. You can call me Mr. Lovelace if you want. I'm old enough to qualify for that as well. But my job is to make your appointment setting go as smooth as possible. So a lot of times I might be the first voice that you hear when you call Tang's. And I'm here to answer your questions and take care of any of the small details that have to be done.
Hi, my name is Xiaoyan Byram, and most people call me Tangs. I'm the president and the founder of the shop, and this is the vice president. So any problem, Kenny will take care of it for you.
Hi, my name is Bella Land. I'm the marketing and design specialist here at Tang's. I'm new on board, and I run all things social media, and I'm the second voice you'll hear if you don't hear Kenny's voice for booking appointments.
Excellent. Thank you. We want to mention that you guys are at Canterbury Village in Manassas, so it's easy to get to right off of 66. We'll have all the information on your location and how to get in touch with you below the article. But wanted to talk a little bit about the gowns that you carry. So you have Maggie Sottero Designs. What can you tell us about that?
Who would like to talk?
Kenny, go ahead.
So Maggie Sottero Designs is an incredible company. They're based here. They're an international company, but they're based out of Salt Lake City. We did a lot of homework before we settled with Maggie Sottero that is the company we wanted to work with. They have 3 divisions, 3 separate lines of dresses. One called Maggie Sottero. I call that Maggie Basic. And then they have a line called Sottero and Midgley, which is I refer to affectionately as Maggie on Bling. And then there's a simple line called Rebecca Ingram that is just that. It's Maggie simplified. Great price point on those Rebecca gowns. Great price points on all of them.
And the quality of the Maggie's gown is for my designers, because my background is actually a designer and also a seamstress. That is fantastic. The lace is well put together and well thought out. And the fabric is imported, and sometimes it's from Turkey and hand pressed. And so it's just a lot of detail. And for the detail of what you get, it's just a great value of a product. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, going off of what Cheyenne said, the gowns are absolutely beautiful at a great value. They satisfy a really great price point, especially if the bride is on a budget. And Maggie as a company, they have incredible customer support.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Now, you carry Maggie's gowns, but you will do alterations on any bridal gown, even if it wasn't purchased at Tang's Bridal, correct?
That's correct.
And I know in bridesmaids dresses, tuxedos. Tell us a little bit about the collection.
Well, we probably see between 2,000 to 3,000 brides a year. Obviously, COVID has reduced a few of those this spring, but we're going to work double hard this fall to squeeze everybody's weddings back in, because we're seeing Friday weddings and Sunday weddings and double weddings and weddings all over the map. So, but no, we love to do alterations. That, like Cheyenne said, that's the heart and soul of our business. That's where we began, and so we welcome gowns from anybody and everybody.
Excellent. Very good. I know that when clients come in to your shop that they get the royal treatment. Tell us a little bit about what your goal is, what your mission is when dealing with couples that are getting ready for their wedding.
Well, weddings, as everyone that's listening to this knows, can be stressful. And so we set out early on to achieve 2 things. One, first and foremost, a stress-free environment. So we try to do that from the minute we capture you on the phone right through the last visit with your last alteration. it also is the culmination of part of a dream for many, many people. They think about their weddings for a long, long time. The process of purchasing a dress and getting your dress altered should be a great memory. So we combine those two. We try to make it a stress-free environment and a memorable experience, all wrapped into one.
We all know a lot can go wrong with pretty much every part of the wedding, but in this particular case, in getting the gowns, tell us about some examples of things that have happened to clients so that our readers know what to try to prevent, maybe what to do if something goes wrong.
Well, there's a story that I can cut top of my head that one bride had come in to have an alteration done. Actually, she brought a dress from somewhere else. And we go through the whole process, and she was saying, and then somehow she wants to try on her dress on the day of her rehearsal. And so she came in like a noontime, and we try it on, and then she said, oh, everything is perfect. And then you can see that she just paused. And I said, is that something wrong? I thought something goes wrong with the venue and stuff like that. She said, no, but I don't feel the dress. I have not been feeling the dress the whole time. I said, but why we're going through the whole process of alteration? She said, well, I was hoping after your alteration, I will fall in love with the dress. And I said, girl, I can never make you fall in love with the dress. It's the same thing. I cannot make you fall in love with a guy. So if you don't fall in love with the dress the first time, there's no magic in the world that I can make you fall in love. But what can we do to make it better? So she looked behind my back and she said, that dress. I've been eyeing that dress for like since I walked in here. Can I just try on that dress? And then normally I say, you can't cheat on your dress. Okay, well, this is an exception. So I said, okay, now you promise me, if you try this dress and you didn't like it, and then you will have to settle with the dress that we alter. And I said, and tomorrow's your wedding. And she said, okay, deal. She walked in and tried on, and she stopped crying in the dressing room. Excuse me. So I said, everything okay? She said, this is my dress. I have it on right now. I said, okay, get out of there. Pen. Come back. I say, so what time is your rehearsal? 6 o'clock. I said, you have to go get things ready. I said, come back at midnight. Midnight comes. Excuse me. She tried it on. It was perfect. Kenny came in at 3 o'clock in the morning, steamed her dress, delivered at 10 o'clock.
Wow.
So she got home. So there is nothing that we can't do in case of emergency. We have people walking the day of the wedding, and then the dress was falling because they have their dress altered like 6 months ahead, which is we don't recommend because you're going to lose weight. All brides lost some weight close to their wedding because of stress. And she comes in tears, said, I couldn't keep with all makeup and all that. I said, can't cry, you can't cry. I say, okay, it's 10 o'clock. I say, you know what? I'm gonna have customers stand in the door. At that time, it was a Saturday morning. I was the only one here. And at that time, I say, we're gonna lock the door, not to lock the door, but people can come in and we can just go ahead and tell the people that we have an emergency. So I walked back there, tapered her dress. 30 minutes later, walks out, and she went with her dress in the car when we get married. So if we have time, we have 30 minutes or 2 hours, any kind of emergency, we will always be here for our bride. So there is nothing, they should not be distressed, especially the day of the wedding. We make sure that this is the only time, and that is the most important time of your year, your wedding. So we want to make sure that happens. So
right.
Anyway, that's a two story that I can throw out there.
Well, hopefully most people know it goes a little smoother than that, but it's nice to know that you've had a lot of different experiences, and so you've seen some of the worst things that can happen and some of the things that can happen, which is what you want out of a bridal expert is experience. So I know that our brides appreciate that. We will get with you to get some photos of the latest dresses that you're carrying up, and we can put those on a photo array and then link them to this video so that folks can see what you have. But if they want to come to your shop, what are your hours currently during this phase 2.5 going into 3?
So we're open normal operating hours, so Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. And on Saturday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And then we also do appointments outside of those hours too.
Fantastic. And I know every time I call, Kenny answers the phone, so easy way for them. But we'll put all the information, the address, the website, the phone number, and the email down below. We thank you for joining us today. We love what you do. And excited to see the latest fashions that you have going on. And you all take care.
Well, thank you so much.
Thanks, Rebecca.
Great seeing you. Yeah.